Hell does not exist. This story of a physical place with fire, demons, tridents, and God up there watching his own children burn eternally. This is a narrative of population control that uses fear as a basis. The word hell doesn't even exist in the Bible. In the original, the word is Sheol and Hades, which represents the world of the dead, where in the historical context before the New Testament, everyone goes, okay? Without any distinction if you were good or not here on earth. And Jesus spoke of Gehenna to exemplify, which was a dump in Jerusalem at the time. Do you notice that everyone is using abstract concepts to represent a state and not simply a physical place? Jesus was not talking about the geographical location. He was using a representation as he always did in parables. It was to speak of a state of consciousness. What did religion do with that? They turned it into dogma. They used this to instill fear, guilt, and to threaten people because if you leave my church and stop paying my tithe, you'll go to hell, right? Then, as if that were not enough, they said that the condemnation is eternal. People, can't they understand that God, who is an infinite, abundant, eternal, unlimited being, it makes no sense for him to judge you with his eternal measure, which is all that, for just your lifetime here, which is equivalent to nothing for him? Now, if you choose to live in a hellish state within yourself, that's another story, because now you are exercising your own free will and choosing to live a life of bitterness, pain, and suffering, and in the end, you still want to blame God, right? Oh, it's him testing me? It's the desert, right? A whole life in the desert, wow. And it's precisely because of this misinterpretation that an entire generation grew up more afraid of hell than with love for the Creator himself. The person is afraid of God. If you are afraid of your husband, do you trust him? Is it possible to love someone you are afraid of? No, right? Hell is when a person lives disconnected from their own essence. The Gehenna dump that Jesus talked about is when a person's soul is completely loaded with a dense egregore, and that's why their soul stinks. Loaded with self-pity, guilt, self-hatred, and all of this in a repetitive cycle still. Now, if I agree that this here is infernal, do you realize that the person doesn't need to die to experience this? The person is alive, but inside they are already in a state of constant torment. That's what hell is, and it's here and now. We are living upside down, gosh, afraid of what will happen after death instead of taking care of what is happening here and now. Hello, wake up. Tomorrow doesn't exist. You can be absolutely sure that if there is any way to get out of hell, it's now. Heaven and hell don't have a postal code. Oh, it's on Space Avenue at the corner with Andromeda. The number is 777 or 666, right? Both are a frequency of consciousness being experienced here. God, he is not sending anyone to a place of eternal suffering. It is the person themselves who is maintaining an internal state within themselves, which is either love or fear.